guys, my name is HU01-ABCEDE. I'm from grade 11 HUMS 1 and today I'm gonna do a video on me reviewing a book that one of my favorite books that I love the most. And the description about this book is its author is Lang de Chavez. Miss Lang de Chavez has already published two books under Summit Publishing House, but this isn't under Summit Publishing. It's actually self-published by the author herself, and it's published way back 2016. But this book is already posted at Wattpad in 2012. It started in 2012 and it got finished around 2016 and got published in 2016 also. And yeah, its genre, it falls under young adult fiction because of its main themes are first love, relationships, friendships, and coming of age. And the age range of the characters here are 17 to 19 years old, and its main targets are people like me, people at my age, teenagers. So my objective here in this book review is since I'm gonna use a book that is written in the new so-called new way of publishing a book, which is posting online and using new platforms, I want to prove that some of the books, some of the works that are written that are posted online are actually worthy of being called art, since they actually have a whole bunch of literature and they're actually they're worth your time. They're worth your time reading them. So going over the plot, this book starts with Zadie, the protagonist and the narrator of the book. She's an ordinary literature student in the university, and there's Andrew, who's a famous young actor and a film student at the same time. So they met when Andrew was searching for someone who will help him in his documentary film, and Anya, their mutual friend, recommended Zadie to Andrew to help him. And yeah, through that documentary film, and they became friends, acquaintances at first. So, but they got tangled with each other again when Zadie became and the tutor of Andrew's nephew, who lives in the same condo building with Andrew. So yeah, through that they became close, since Zadie is always at his nephew's apartment condo, and yeah, they got to spend time with each other and they became closer. So from acquaintances they became friends, and then Andrew again needed help on his thesis, which is a film, and Zadie, since Zadie's a literature student, she got to help Andrew in editing his script for the film, and she became the script supervisor, I think. If I'm not mistaken, I think it's script supervisor. And yeah, from friends they became best of friends, the kind of best friends that they don't mind whatever they're texting to each other, and they always go to this coffee shop whenever they need to talk about the script of the film. So that's where Fika came from. And so the thing is, they're best friends, but sometimes they act like they're more than just best friends. So, and the truth is, Zadie actually has feelings for Andrew, but in her perspective, she doesn't fit in Andrew's world, since Andrew is a film student. He's film student yet a famous actor at the same time. He's rich, he's talented, while she's just a normal girl. She's just an ordinary girl who's studying literature. So she keeps on denying her feelings and keeps on telling Andrew that we're just friends, while Andrew actually has liked Zadie from the start, from their documentary film. And because Zadie keeps on saying that they're just friends, so Andrew just, you know, he just kept his feelings. But in the end, finally, Andrew finally got the guts to confess to Zadie his feelings, while Zadie finally stopped lying to herself and just and just accepted that she is actually in love with Andrew. And yeah, from best of friends, they became lovers, and it's a happy ending. Favorite thing about this book is its spacing. Its spacing is slower than most of the novels I've read back then, and I love it since since it really tells in detail how they fell in love with each other. The step by step on how they overcome their fears of falling in love and their fears of just accepting their feelings for each other. And my favorite scene is this one scene when they were filming for Andrew's thesis movie. So so they were taking a break, and suddenly the crew, the cast of the film, suddenly said to Sadie and Andrew that they don't need to hide it from them, since they won't snitch on Andrews, since Andrew's an actor, famous actor. They won't snitch, and they were like, what are they talking about? The two were like, what are they talking about? So the crew suddenly said that we've known long enough that you two are actually in a relationship, and since you're not actually in a relationship, they said what? They're confused, and they they said their usual mantra of saying we're just friends. This is just a platonic thing, and the cast, most especially the actress in the film, Cami, she suddenly burst out and said, um, "This is I think this is the exact line. You talk like no, you protect each other like siblings. You flirt like first loves. You talk like best friends. You fight like an old married couple. Why in the world are you two not together?" And they were suddenly hit with that. Yeah, why aren't we together? Then Andrew did this brave thing finally of actually asking Zadie like, yeah, Zadie, why aren't we together? And then the most surprising thing is just since Zadie can't lie while looking at Andrew's eyes, she suddenly said that because you never asked. Because Andrew never asked. So that's the reason why they aren't together. And it's just, it just sparks that frustration. And while reading the book, the frustration that, thing about the book. So yeah, that's my favorite part. I'm gonna recommend something. um, the thing about this book is, it has a lot of filler chapters. When you say filler chapters, there are other chapters that are just meant to, just kind of like fan service, like just give moments of the characters interacting with each other, but it's not entirely relevant to the plot. It has a lot of that, and I think if you're not a fan of long novels like this, of slow burns, we call that slow burns, I think this is gonna get a little boring. So, but for me, I like the fillers since I really love every step, every moment they had. So yeah, that's just my only recommendation in this book. In I don't know. You're gonna edit it again? The literary approach that I'm gonna use in reviewing this book is biographical criticism, because I really think that the two main protagonists, which is Zadie and Andrew, is actually the two parts that makes the author Lang de Chavez a whole. Or since I've known Miss Lang from her social media accounts, but she often tweets about her hobbies, her interests in her accounts, and and she has these two parts of her. The other part is the one who loves films, loves movies, and the other part is the one who loves literature and reading. And I think Andrew and Zadie are actually based from those two parts. Andrew came from Miss Lang's love for films like the Marvel Cinematic Universe and Breaking Bad TV series and Netflix. Andrew was the product of Miss Lang's love for films, while Zadie, she's based from Miss Lang's uh, love for literature, for books, for reading. Just like she loves Harry Potter, she loves Jane Austen books, Pride and Prejudice, and Zadie's also Zadie's course in the book comparative literature. Miss Lang actually said once back then that she actually wanted to take comparative literature, but she didn't. She wasn't able to, so she gave it to the character she created in the book, which is Zadie, and that's one way of seeing that the characters are actually connected to the author. So my experience in 21st century literature class, it's actually a really unexpected ride since at first my misconception about this class, it's all about we're gonna be reading novels, just reading reading works in 21st century lit. But I was surprised that we also tackled about the history, the periods of Philippine literature that gave way to the freedom we are enjoying right now in terms of in the world of literature, in being able to express ourselves. And also I often forget that in literature it's not just the fiction part, the novels, the stories, the short stories, the poems. It's also the non-fiction stuff, which is essays, biographies, journals, magazines, and in this class we were able to read also non-fiction works, and what we actually learn in this, we can also use it in our real life situations. We can apply it in the way we perceive things, and it's not boring because we can actually we can actually benefit something from this class. So, yeah, I think that's all, and I'm running out of time. It's already gonna exceed 10 minutes. Okay. Anyway, I'm not gonna say anything. Thank you for your time. Thank you for I'm sorry if this is so awkward and boring, and yeah, this is just me reviewing, and bye.